Alright everybody, welcome back here at the Infinite Crisis booth. We're here at E3, we being myself, Optimus Tom, my co-caster Elements, CompLexity Gaming, and Curse Academy, gonna be going at it in the fifth game of the 7-game show match series. CompLexity already up 4-0 in this one, but that doesn't mean they've taken the cake home yet, because there's still the MVP award everybody's playing for, and if you're Curse Academy, you want to get that win.
Yeah, I mean, that's really going to be helpful. I mean, it would be kind of, say embarrassing maybe to get beat 7 times, you know. I'm not gonna say, actually yeah, I just did. It's gonna be embarrassing if you get beat 7 times in a row. So come on guys, let's get some exciting games here. Let's get hopefully you guys can pack a punch and, you know, come through.
Well, the thing is too, the Curse Academy guys, when you do the mixed play with the people on the floor and the players coming up just to play for, you know, to get their hands on the game, they've been winning the majority of those matches.
Yep,
they just haven't been able to come together as a team like CompLexity has, and I mean, I gotta kick that to CompLexity for being together for maybe just a little bit longer.
Yep, and we have, you know, we have Prawley, we have Ladder Morris, we have MIA, Chuper, and Nick Wu for CompLexity, and on Curse Academy side we have Alltech, Atomic, and I Will Dominate, One Bad Brad, and Swain Gretzky.
Alright, it looks like everybody gonna slowly make their way up to that point numero uno. And we're going to see what happens over here. We do have 2 Green Lanterns and 2 Shazams coming up here. Although there's a Gaslight Joker, and it looks like there's going to be a Poison Ivy coming out from Chuper here. The back of Nick Wu's going to be coming in with Doomsday. That's the first time Nick Wu is not playing a Joker-based character.
Well, it's about time for a change, but we do have a great team fight going on here. Everyone kind of, you know, battling for the top capture point. We have Alltech getting in the mix. Everyone kind of throwing all their spells right now, trying to drop some stuff down. It looks like CompLexity is going to take the lead once again. You know, this is like something we've never seen before. JK, this happens every game.
Well, it looks like MIA is going to be Shazamming away, puts the Slam Dam down, and winds up blowing up the car on Atomic N as well. So that is going to be CompLexity taking the top capture point, jumping out to an early 3-2 lead. At the same time, though, we have One Bad Brad kind of shoving away a lot of Mortis, who wind up picking up a Gaslight Batman this time around. So a lot of Mortis goes down. One Bad Brad forces him away, but he's not able to capitalize and take that point. He's just going to shove some drones in its face.
Yep, and now we're going to see these guys kind of moving around the map a little bit. You got the drones down here. You got, you know, Green Lantern, I Will Dominate coming through. He's going to initiate on Nick Wu using that construct right there. He's going to drop that slam down on his head, but just because he does that does not mean he's going to take a lot of damage, because he is that bruiser type character. He's not going to be taking out a lot of damage, but we do have a little bit going on top here. We have MIA trying to push back these drones. We have Alltech running away as Flash, and we're going to have 3 of the CompLexity members pushing into Curse Academy, top control point here.
Well, the thing of it is, too, Curse Academy, they got that double Bruiser Enforcer combination, a Blaster, an Assassin, and a Marksman. So they got pretty much the big beefy front line, and then one of everything that's going to wind up dealing damage. A Power Assassin, they wind up having an AD Marksman, and of course they wind up also having the Blaster here. So that's going to be more power damage coming out from Dominate. On the CompLexity side, Probably you see going down right there. He's the Blaster Master for them. They got a Marksman in Lot of Mortis, a tanky guy in MIA as well as Nick Wu, and they have a support picked up here from Chuper. So we'll see how this actually tries to turn the tide on something. Knocks up Swain Gretzky right there, buys some time for MIA to come in. Chuper winds up going down, but the point stays in possession of CompLexity.
Yeah, they're actually doing a really good job of controlling this. They make great use of this stolen power when you teleport across the map. You know, it's really, you know, you can teleport to any capture point or any, you know, allied unit or anything like that. So it makes really good plays, and you can control your capture points really well if you time well, if you communicate with your team. You know, just hold on, I can be there in just a second, and, you know, I'm going back to buy some artifacts. If you communicate with your team, it makes playing this game so much easier.
That's very true. One Bad Brad telling his team he's going to try to contest point number 4, but Nick Wu comes in and says, I say nay. Wanted to just throwing him around like a ragdoll, pops the W, wanted getting himself some move speed. There's the bat swing coming out from One Bad Brad. He's going to wind up moving away from this one. Nick Wu trying to contest the point against drones. Don't know if it's going to work because Atomic N and One Bad Brad are both there. Here comes the bat screen from Lotta Mortis, shoves down Atomic N's HP bar even further below. That point still isn't going in favor of Curse Academy. Nick Wu does give his life for it, but can Lotta Mortis get the double kill? Atomic N goes forward from that one. Lotta Mortis so low. Oh, he picks up the kill on Atomic N. One Bad Brad tries to go back in, but in comes MIA, and still CompLexity defending.
Yep, these guys are doing a great job of just locking it down, and actually, it's being contested at bottom left end, but no one's actually contested, or rather grabbed that, but we do have Flash's ultimate going out, trying to burn down Prowler here. He is going to be playing Green Lantern here, and he's got a green slam safe right on his face, and then we're going to have Chuper on that Poison Ivy, running away. We have Altec in hot pursuit. He's doing damage. He's rushing through. He's doing everything he possibly can, but she's done a great job of kiting that up. There's a bad ultimate coming right out there. And we have Swing Gretzky saying, how about these rats look a little hungry? Let's go for a feast, and she's going to drop down.
Are rats herbivores? I thought they were more kind of carnivores. Maybe they're omnivores?
I think they eat both.
Well, if that's the case, then they did think that Poison Ivy is a delicious treat right there. All the plants and, of course, the human being underneath just being a fancy feast there for Swing Gretzky and his Rat Swarm on that Gaslight Joker. They are going to continue to assert their small lead here now. 3 capture points to 2 for Crazy Academy in the beginning stages of this game, but their Power Core has, of course, taken too much damage from the original 3-2 lead that CompLexity had over them. About 50 in favor of CompLexity as Niku comes in, runs Altec into a wall, and that's going to knock him down.
Yep, and these guys are going to try to fight out. And, even despite, this poor start from Curse Academy with every game, they always manage to turn it around. It's like, yeah, let's let these guys think they have the advantage, and now almost 5-capping them.
That's very true. Atomic End, meanwhile, trying to knock down Loudamortis. Loudamortis using the bat swing to get away. Throws out that battering there, explodes down on Atomic End, just outside the AoE, and that's slow. Loudamortis going to get away. Can he get the health relic in time? He will wind up getting it. Pings going down, showing that Dominate's coming in from the side of Green Lantern. Looks like Loudamortis might be trying to run away towards them. Bat Scream winds up going out, doesn't wind up really sniping up anybody whatsoever. That was a flame being dropped down on Prowley. Head, Dominate's going to wind up running away. Altec actually very, very low runs away as well. Invulnerability pop here from Prowley. Drops the slam down onto Dominate. Is he going to wind up turning this one around? A punch to the face of the Flash, but Dominate winds up getting a kill for revenge for his ally there.
And we see Nick Wu trying to come here. He's actually going to pick up that HP. Never mind. JK, once again, he's going to pick it up, but he's getting charged in the wall, knocked up, slammed down. Even though he tries to, wrap around him and slow him down, it's not going to be enough for him to peel away and get out of that sticky situation.
Well, Shazam on Shazam action down here. Atomic Gun super, super low, hiding in that stealth field, tries to cut it out. Oh, wow, look at the damage there. Just gets that last attack onto MIA, knocks him down, beats him up. That's Atomic Gun taking a kill.
Yeah, I really actually like Shazam's kit. He's actually his animations flow really well. A champion that's not too flashy, the lightning around him, and it's just his punching animations when he does that uppercut. It's really satisfying to watch him, finish somebody off with a punch like that.
Very true. And then this top area now we have 2 characters that we've seen a lot more today compared to what we saw the other day. Poison Ivy and Gaslight Joker. Both of these characters, one support, one a little bit tankier. Swing Gretzky 2, 2, and 2. Trooper 1, 3, and 4. Swing Gretzky going for that Loba's chain and then getting those tanky items. On the flip side though, Trooper going for 2 bases coin extremely early. Lots of will, 50 power damage, 20% cooldown reduction here. So he's going to be doing a little bit more damage you would think a support can do as you see that power bar ever so slightly going up.
Yep, and we do see him trying to defend this turret as best as he can. Swing Gretzky's just kind of, stalking his prey, going around the outside edge. And how can I get it? He's waiting for that hand to land on top. Does not matter. He's going to try to tank it. He's going to use that vulnerability. He's going to use that spell shield. He's going to try to do everything he can, but look at him. He's going to just push him off despite, all that damage he's trying to dish out. He's going to sit there really good. Oh, but he maybe baited him in. And look at that damage. The HP is just dropping. But the vulnerability coming out, and then probably with the save coming in and dropping that safe on his face, slamming it down, finishing him off before he could even touch her.
Who baited who in that situation, I don't know, but we saw the power of Poison Ivy. Once she has that Deadly Flora ultimate up, it's almost impossible to take a point away from her. Even after that, every 5 spells, she gets that little healing, I'm calling it a healing meadow that she puts down there. Just flowers blooming all around, it's so peaceful, keeps her alive. Trooper had that already and planned out. Ping down for Prowley to come in, and they wind up blindsiding him in that poor Swing Gretzky doesn't even see it coming. Winds up getting an anvil dropped on his head, and it's lights out for him.
Swing Gretzky's going to pick up that HP. He's just going to be running around. And actually, we didn't see a lot of the Gaslight Joker for a while. When people started first playing this game, no one really, picked him. He wasn't really, I guess, an appealing character. And now, almost every other match, we see him being picked. Because I honestly feel in this game right now, he's one of the strongest bruiser-type champions.
Oh yeah, definitely. When you can heal yourself with your auto attacks on your Q, that's going to be something you definitely want to bring into the table. You can build straight tank, and then we, of course, discovered the presence of items that add damage based off of your maximum HP. It's going to be something else that Gaslight Joker is going to want, because not only is he going to tank for the beginning stages of the game, he's going to become a DPS powerhouse in the later stages. That Rat Swarm slowing people down, just chunking away at the percentage of health there. Altec actually takes a meteor to the face here. Nick was not going to be able to pick up a kill on him, but he is going to wind up going down here to one bad Brad. Just one sonic shot there from that Gaslight Batman.
And now if you can look up top, we have Swing Gretzky versus Prowley versus Loudamortis. And that we always talk about this, the Blaster Marksman combo. Unless you're like some sort of god tier tank, you're just going to get bursted down and autoed. periodically through that, and it's just going to be this consistent burst damage, which is kind of hard to say, consistent burst, but that's what they can deal out. And actually, if you have a little look down here, we have Shazam initiating an I Will Dominate. He's dropping the pain plane. Atomic End's going to try to go in. He's going to drop down MIA. He's going to be on that turret. One Bad Brad using those auto attacks, but we also have Poison Ivy and Doomsday coming in. We're going to try to finish off Atomic. He's going to try to kite that around, doing the best he can possibly do it, but we do have the Bat Ultimate coming through, and that's going to execute him from a faraway range.
Oh man, both of those bat screams going off at the same exact time. I thought maybe if like the two sounds kind of hit each other, it would just like cancel out and there'd be like white noise or something like that. But apparently they just got to go on top of each other, and one wants to pick up a kill despite it not being a Joker, and the other one unfortunately just deals a lot of damage and forces away the Blue Legion. But still, it's a 3 capture point to 2 game. Curse Academy's been sitting comfortably in this lead for a decent amount of time. They also got the first orbital cannon online. Now the dual strike is available, and it looks like the Blue Legion here for CompLexity, they want to try to get this for themselves. I think this is the first time we've seen CompLexity at such a disadvantage. They're down by about 135.
Oh, and then we have a good team fight coming out here. I Will Dominate taking a lot of damage. MIA using a dominate. He's actually going to go in, and we have Flash using an ultimate on Altec, and MIA is going to take a lot of damage despite using that lightning shield and trying to heal for this. And that's going to be a Curse Academy victory, and they're actually moving in quite ahead. They already have 3 caps. They're going to be getting this Orbital Strike Tower, and that's going to be another big chunk of tower that they're going to lose.
Yeah, definitely. So that's the dual strike coming online now for the Red Squadron. They got 3, almost 4 capture points here. One Bad Brad being a sneaky little Batman here. Niku's going to come in here. Is he going to stop the point from being cat? Yes, he is, even though it barely looks like there's any life left on that there. Niku forces away one Bad Brad, slams the ground in anger. Oh, I should have gone on the
I hate the ground.
God. Oh. There goes the bat screen coming out here as Niku's going to wind up just taking that one up. Atomic End from the side. Super throws down the Deadly Flora healing aura, and it looks like it's going to keep him alive just for long enough. Atomic End winds up going down to the might of Nick Wu. A lot of Mortis gets a plane dropped on his head, but it feels like he's not dead at all. There goes the bat scream across I Will Dominate, and it looks like they want to take one down for himself. Meteor Aftershock barely going to miss a lot of Mortis right there. No HP for him, doesn't care. He gets away, and that's actually 3 kills there turned around for the Blue Legion for none of their own.
Yep, and even though despite all these great team plays, we always talk about this, we always go back to it, I'm going to keep saying it, you got to get those capture points. Just because you make great plays in a team fight does not mean you're going to make great plays all around to win the game. This isn't like your other MOBAs. You have to be map objective and map savvy. You got to be moving around the map and figuring out how can I bait out team fights, how can I keep my capture points for the longer. But with all that said, we have Atomic just getting slammed into the wall, getting knocked up, and he's going to actually probably go down here. Yep, there he is. And we have I Will Dominate trying to come back and avenge his fallen brother here. And he's got one Bad Brad coming in the side, but we also have MIA on Shazam initiating. I Will Dominate getting knocked down, getting topped into that lightning, and all the initiate onto one Bad Brad. Even though he has invulnerability, he's not going to save him, and actually I Will Dominate is just going to go down to like big AoE damage, not even direct damage. And oh my gosh, that's what we're talking about. That Poison Ivy plant explosion is just so beautiful to watch when it last hits.
So there we go. They wind up picking up a kill there. They're going to wind up contesting this bottom point, but at the same time, their point number 5 is being taken over by Altec. Barriel and the Flash being too fast for the rest of the Blue Legion to catch up to. They focused a lot down on point number 3, but now it's still a 3-2 cap game after all. 124 life left on their power nexus for CompLexity, and then we have Curse Academy at 378, a convincing lead for them. First one we've seen in this 7-game series for them. We have Swing Gretzky taking a lot of pain here from Nick Wu. A lot of Mortis swings in with the bat swing. There is the ultimate coming up from Altec. Doesn't cancel it in time to knock down a lot of Mortis, but the F equals MA damage being incredible there. Altec just runs through a lot of Mortis, quite literally taking them down. Meteor used there. That's a stolen power for Nick Wu. Doesn't even need it. Finishes off the Flash. Now Swing Gretzky's spell shield is up, but Nick Wu increasing his move speed, increasing his regeneration. 1 auto attack, 2 auto attacks. It's Doomsday. Brings the Wrath turning on the Gaslight Joker.
And with all that being said, we might have a little bit of action going here bottom. Never mind, it's going to back to base. We are going to have the Blue Legion kind of pushing in here bottom. But up top, we actually have Atomic and Nick Wu fighting it out on this capture point. Nick Wu has to realize that he's also fighting in the tower right there. You cannot fight somebody in their own turret. You're probably going to lose a one-on-one unless you're super, super fed. Unless you're so far ahead with all those crazy artifacts that you're getting. So he's going to do a good job of picking that up, and MIA is actually going to come in here and try his luck, just like the other guy did.
Well, we saw Brad use that bat scream to knock down a tree. I think he's going for that overall destruction score right there. But now we have MIA 1 level down compared to Atomic End. There's a turret there as well, but Trooper here on Poison Ivy. We'll have to see if that's going to be good enough for them to wind up turning this point around. In comes Gaslight Joker from the side, but here is Lot of Mortis. Batarang goes off, doesn't bounce over to Swain Gretzky. There's a Deadly Floor. It's going to heal them and damage the enemy. They can't fight on the tower because of that. Good use of that Deadly Floor ultimate by Trooper. That's going to be a kill for Gaslight Batman. Picking up a kill on Shazam. Atomic falls down to a lot of Mortis. Swain Gretzky trying to just throw the ham in there and cause a little bit of disruption and disarray. A lot of Mortis bat swinging out of the way. In comes Swain Gretzky trying to get that health relic, and he will. Nick Wu can't really cut off his path of escape. Meanwhile, MIA in the spot area, he's fighting a 1v2.
Yep, and you can see this guy doing a lot of damage in the bottom left-hand turret here. We have one bad Brad, and I will dominate, figuring this out, and great job, Curse Academy pulling out ahead. Hi-yo, that's game 1 for them.
Oh man, so CompLexity Gaming, unfortunately, they wound up losing their first game in the entire series. It's going to be a 4-1 now in their favor. Curse Academy taking their first one. I'm going to say Coach Coley right there, giving them some high fives and stuff. I don't know how much Coley's actually played the game, but I'm deeming him coach right now.
We're going to give him all the credit because clearly on their own they couldn't go a lot before.
Oh man, but we take a look at the scorecard here. Nick Wu, most kills on his team as Doomsday, 10, 5, and 6. He built some straight attack damage, didn't even bother going for any tank items whatsoever. He has armor and damage and health on every single one of his items. More in the damage category though, as you can tell, because of that reddish-orange color here. 11 assists coming out from Trooper on Poison Ivy. 4 control points, the most for his team. I said it so much that Poison Ivy is a powerful pickup if you have it in the right team composition. Unfortunately for the side of CompLexity, I don't think this one was it.
Yeah, he still did a really good job though. I mean, 4, 4, and 11 is a good overall score. And he had the most control points. I mean, just because the play didn't go, or rather the team comp didn't flow perfectly together, doesn't mean he didn't, do his job. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. This time, they're just not going to win.
No, unfortunately it wasn't. So it looks like Red Squad Curse Academy going to take their first victory in this 7-game show match series, guys. We're going to get an interview after a little bit more of a break. We're going to take a character spotlight. I actually don't know who we're going to look at now because we looked at most of them so far. So we're going to see what we have for you guys. We also, of course, have the Infinite Crisis trailers. We've been playing mostly on the Gotham Heights game type right now, or the game map here. We've seen previews for many different ones. They have the Doomsday device one that's going to be coming out as well very soon on the coastal map. Once you control that Doomsday device, you guys wind up actually just winning the game off of that. So really cool stuff. Multiple game types are going to be coming with the game. We got one to showcase here. Plenty of characters, much like the spotlight you guys are going to see soon. So don't go anywhere. There's plenty of more Infinite Crisis action here at E3.